Word.
Okay, this is part 3 of a discussion with Dad, George McAvoy, and me, his daughter, Suzanne Hopgood. Dad's the author of My Father, a Silent Films Pioneer, and we're talking about when he was growing up and about his brother Dick. And when did you move to Lewiston, Maine?
In 1940.
So you were 20 when you moved,
Yeah.
and Dick was 22?
Yeah.
So he and Aunt Jo got married, and they lived a block away from where Grammy.
No, they got married and they were up in Augusta, Maine. I don't know for how long, but then Dick rented a place about a block or so away from Grammy's house and in Lewiston, and that's when he and his wife moved there.
Was he still running the hotel in Augusta?
No, Dick was, I don't know what Dick was doing then. I never kept up with it.
Okay, so then the war started and you all went into the service.
Yeah. Henry was in the second selective service draft, and he had just completed his training when the Japs attacked Pearl Harbor, so he ended up being in the service for 5 years during the war, and he was the first to go in. My brother Dick was going to be going into the service, and he'd just gotten married, and we talked about it, and I thought, gee, it's a hell of a thing to be pulled away from your family right at an early age. I said, I'll enlist in the service, and that way it'll delay their taking of you. Well, it didn't.
By a day, maybe.
I enlisted in the service, and Dick 6 months later was drafted. So it.
Now, where did he go? What arm of the service was he in?
We all went in the Army, Dick was with the 29th Infantry Division, which was, he went on D3 on the invasion of Europe. He went in the third day on that invasion. So it was, I never got to Europe till about, the end of August, so it was well after D-Day that I got there. So.
And you wrote a book about your experience.
Yes,
a citizen soldier remembers 1942 to 1946.
And I visited Dick during combat. We had a break, and I asked if I could go visit my brother, and I got permission, and I went about 100 miles up the Rhine. The Germans were on one side of the Rhine, we were on the other. I went up about 100 miles and met with Dick, and it was great seeing him.
Where were you? Were both along the Rhine?
Yeah. We had just taken the bridge across the Rhine, and oddly enough, the Stars and Stripes newspaper somehow mentioned that the 29th Infantry Division was across from Dusseldorf. Now, why they would have mentioned, because this is top secret stuff as a rule, but somehow I had it, and we met. I stayed overnight with them there and that was it.
Okay. Well, let's wrap up this section, and then we'll start after the war.